specific prophetic word. It's so specific. And before I get into details about this word, okay, the video that I posted earlier, you passed the test, they wanted you to be bitter, you have forgiven, that word may resonate with this. I'm not sure if it's connected. However, it's me re listening to that word today as I was cooking that reminded me of the prophetic dream that I had last night that was so detailed. Okay. And I knew it was prophetic, but I forgot to write it down. And I just remembered it. I'm like, this is nothing but God. I'm going to say this to you. Okay. There is an inheritance that many of God's children are about to receive. And let me just say, whoever this word is for, I saw in the dream your inheritance. Okay. Now, it may not be specifically a house. The house may just be a representation of the status, your inheritance, your lifestyle, things shifting for you, things changing for you. Okay. So, what I saw is I saw that you just moved into this big house. It was like a big modern house. And when I mean modern, like everything was already renovated when you moved in and it looked so good. Okay. Then the doorbell rang and it was your child's father or your children's father. Okay. So you have children with this person or a child with this person, right? You hired someone to come to the house to kind of do like a clean before you moved all your furniture in, right? And your child's father came. It's like he was looking around at your house and it's almost like he had this like jealous feeling. Like you can tell he was jealous. Like I was observing his face expressions, you can tell that he was jealous, right? Then all of a sudden the doorbell rang. And then when the doorbell rang, you opened the door and it was the person that you hired to come and clean. So you wanted to clean the house before you moved all your furniture in. So you hired this woman for specific services, right? Then your child's father or children's father, he notices this woman and they knew each other. And it was crazy because when he noticed this woman, you can tell that he has not seen this woman in such a long time. Like he was like, I forgot the name, but he said her name and she was like, oh my gosh, it's you. Like you can tell that they don't speak and they haven't seen each other in a very long time, right? However, he looked at you and then he turned around and he walked up to the woman and then he gave her this big hug and then he gave her this big kiss, right? But he gave her the kiss to try to make it seem like, it's so serious between them. They've been dating for a while, but it was fake because I understand that there may have been a surprise because she's coming to your house and your child's father's looking at like, oh my gosh, the person that I know or I have dated or is coming here. But I'm telling you right now, the way how they saw each other, it's so obvious that like they have not seen each other in a long time because he started like asking her questions like, oh, how have you been, da, 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 da. And she started asking him questions like, I've been good, how about you? For someone that's been dating for a while or serious about someone, they wouldn't ask these types of questions. You see what I'm saying? If you're really seriously in a relationship with someone, it would be like, oh my gosh, what are you doing here, kind of thing, right? But you can tell that they haven't seen each other in a long time, right? But he gave her this big kiss, which let me know that they have this like situationship going on. So that's the best way to describe what they had going on. It was a situationship. But he only kissed her to get back at you. He only kissed her to make you jealous. And while I observed your face, like after he kissed her, you were so unbothered. Like you didn't even care. Like you didn't know they had a situation going on, but you did not care. When I mean you were unbothered, you were just like, oh well, like. So then you told him like, hey, like, are you gonna leave? So I think he came there to either drop off your child or children or to pick up your child or children, right? But it's almost like you were trying to hint to him like it's time for him to go, and he ended up leaving, right? So right away, I knew it was prophetic because I saw that this person was obviously your ex and they came to your home and they did not expect for you to be living like that. So you were living large. Oh my gosh, thank you, Holy Spirit. Because I'm like, I don't know how to describe it. God is my witness, guys. I just heard the Holy Spirit say living large, living large. Well, he did not expect for you to be living large like that. Okay. So here's the thing, when God gives us a blessing, it doesn't necessarily have to mean that it's a house, it could be anything. But based on where you were living, the type of house that you had, like it was nice. Okay, when I mean nice, like anybody that walked in that house can tell that you like luxury and can tell that you're a blessed woman. Okay, so the house just represents like the inheritance. The house just represents the blessings, because house is also equity. So the house confirms blessings, legacy, inheritance, something long term. Okay, something that's an investment. Okay, so now we know that the house represents prosperity, it represents wealth, it represents equity, it represents inheritance, right? The person that you hired to do the service for you to help clean so you can move everything in, that person represents someone that you hired. So even if you're not close to the person, or you're not best friends with the person, that is still someone that you're associated with. Okay, and then the ex represents obviously your ex, right? Your child's father, right? So what I saw right away was that your ex was kind of connected to someone that may not have been close to you, but someone that you are associated with, whether it be someone that you got services from, or someone that you knew about. Okay, and that's what it represents in real life. Okay, that your ex was close to someone that you're associated with. Okay, what I saw with your ex also is that when he looked around and saw how you were living large, he felt instant jealousy. So right away, when he saw this woman come in and he realized it was her, and they started saying, "Oh my gosh, how have you been?" and he kissed her, he did that out of projection because he was trying to ruin your moment. You were in such a good place. You were so happy. You just moved in, right? There's someone that's going to come clean the place for you, right? What he was trying to do was he was trying to project his jealousy upon you, and he was trying to ruin your moment in that moment. So he forcefully kissed that woman, right? To try to make it seem like there was something that wasn't really there, right? To try to get under your skin, but it didn't work and you were unbothered, okay? So the dream represents that when you receive your inheritance, right? There will be someone that is close to you, whether it be an ex or whether it's someone that's close to you that's going to be aware of your inheritance, right? And they may try to go out of their way to try to ruin your moment, or to try to embarrass you or whatever it is. The point of the matter is, based on their jealousy that you received your inheritance, they're going to try to project that jealousy on you and try to ruin your moment. Okay. But you are covered because I did see in the dream that you were unbothered. You didn't let it bother you. That just confirms that when this happens, or if it already happened, you're unbothered, as in like you did not budge, you did not let it get under your skin. So you did the right thing. Okay, so I want to get this confirmation for someone. Again, the other word may resonate with you, both words. Okay, I love you guys. I'll talk